Do you remember what it was like when you used to make the Valentine boxes and people would put little goodies in there?
I did. It was so much fun. This year, I would love to have a whole box of quilt fabric for my
I
Valentine's.
like that. Let's see what kind of fabric you might like for Valentine. Hi, it's Donna Robertson.
And Fran Morgan with Fabric Cafe.
Fran, Valentine's is just around the corner, and I think you still have time to make a present for me.
Oh, would you like a quilt for Valentine's? I think that's a great idea.
I think that is an awesome idea. So let's share some gorgeous fabrics, and I'll tell you which one I want. Okay?
That sounds like a
All
plan.
right. Why don't you go first, since you're going to be making me a Valentine's
Let's
quilt.
do that. So I've got a great one to start with.
All right.
This quilt is called Sweet Treats, which is perfect for Valentine's. And this is actually one of the quilts from the Fat Quarter Quilting Fun book. And it uses 3 yards of fat quarters. And this is such a fun little block here. It kind of is reminiscent of those little chocolate treats that we like to eat around this time of year. So let's put that on the table and look at the kit for that.
I remember when you brought this one in after you finished designing it, and I loved it. The instant I saw it, I thought about those little chocolate treats.
Yeah, well, you know, we do have a little bit of affinity for chocolate.
Slightly.
So, and this is just so much fun. And what we have here is our bundle of fat quarters that matches the quilt here. And we have grouped them in lights, mediums, and darks, which is how the fabrics are listed in the book. Mm-hmm. Now here's the Fat Quarter Quilting Fun book. And all of the cutting instructions and fabric is all here. And what's really great about the Fat Quarter quilts is we give you cutting diagrams specifically on how to cut the fat quarters so you get them perfect every time. So this is really a lot of fun. And as we said before, this is a fun half square triangle with just a little bit of a twist.
Mm-hmm. You know what I find interesting about this? Now, I know we have a video that shows how to pick out your lights, mediums, and darks. But if you were to look at this, I think most people would think that these were the darks. Mm-hmm. But what happens when you do that little trick with your camera is that there's so much white in these fabrics. If you take a picture, turn it to black and white, it will definitely show you how those are the darks.
Yeah,
so it's
pretty fun.
It's almost like your camera will, kind of fool the eye.
Yes, and the camera with taking the picture and changing it to black and white really answers all your questions on light, medium, and dark. So it makes it really fun and simple.
So check out that particular one.
Yeah, and this Fat Quarter bundle, the number is 8021087. It is called X's and O's, perfect for Valentine's. Mm-hmm. And the pattern is Sweet Treats, and it is in the Fat Quarter Quilting Fun book.
Well, thank you for showing us the chocolate quilt. Now, I'm going to show my version of a chocolate quilt.
Okay, so is that the one that you want for Valentine's?
Well, I haven't decided. I haven't seen them all yet.
Okay.
All right. Okay, this one, we don't have this fabric anymore, but it looks kind of chocolatey too, kind of a milk chocolate. But this one's called Porch Rails. Porch Rails is made with 2 simple blocks, a square, and a rail fence, and you switch it around. And when I designed this one, I love to sit on the porch in the evening, so I come home from work and I kind of relax on the porch. And when I designed this one, I thought, well, these are the rails that go around the porch. So you have to use your imagination whenever you design as many quilts as we do.
Absolutely.
And what we have here is chocolate-covered strawberries.
Ooh, yum.
Isn't that gorgeous? That's like the little tops on the strawberries. You know, when they dip those strawberries, they always leave the tops on because you have to have a handle.
That's right.
And here's your strawberry, and here's your chocolate.
Ooh.
I love this piece of fabric.
Yummy.
Maybe this will be the one, but I'll let you know before the end of the show.
Okay.
So this will go in your number 1 spot, and I love batiks because if you get one like this, you're going to have some that have a little bit of green in it. You're going to have others that are primarily the chocolate and the strawberry. So that's going to be gorgeous. So that goes in the number 1 spot. And then you compare your light and your dark, and you put your light in the light spot and the dark over here in the accent place and in the borders and the binding.
Awesome. And I like this. It has roses on it. So you have chocolate-covered strawberries and roses.
Hey, this is getting to be a better and better Valentine's Day. The only thing that would top this off is a nice little trip.
Oh.
Okay, this one is chocolate covered strawberry 8022026. It is made with the Porch Rails pattern, which is in the book Pretty Darn Quick, and it's also available as an individual.
That's great. So our next Valentine's quilt is So Quick. Now, if you're looking for a really fast pattern to do and to crank it out in a couple of days, this is going to be your one. Now, really, you could probably make this top easily in a day. But this is so easy. Nice big block here to show off some nice floral fabric and a quick 4-patch. So let's put that on the table and see what kind of kit we have for you with this. Now, this is really exciting because we have pieces and parts for you, which I just love.
It really
when we
does
do
show
that.
off the fabric well to see how those blocks go together.
Yes. So I just love this new fabric selection that we have chosen here.
I do too.
And talk about a perfect Valentine's. Beautiful, beautiful roses, very kind of sentimental looking, and I like that. So this would be your first block, and it's going to go here. And then what we do is just a super quick strip piece to get your 4-patch. Now what we've done is we've just taken our 2 strips of fabric and we've sewn them together lengthwise, and then we're going to cut units off of them. So you can see that this right here is a slice off of this.
Right.
And then we're going to cut 2 of those. And you can reverse one, and that's how we get our 4-patch.
Can I say something about this too? This is kind of a striped fabric, so it's a perfect way to use stripes, just like we've done over here in this. It will be out in the border here, and you have no worries about whether or not your stripes are going in the right direction.
You know, that's a great idea. I love that, because I know a lot of us kind of get a little nervous when we're using stripes, but this pattern is perfect for that.
It is perfect for that.
So let's just lay this up here. Oh, I just love this.
I love it.
So, so sweet.
I'm going to give you the cropper so you can kind
Oh,
of get some of those bright
good.
yellows and blacks, which are gorgeous in and of themselves. But look how pretty
Right.
this one is.
So sweet. I'm just going to put some of these here so you
Sure.
can see that too.
Love it?
Oh, love it. Oh, I think this is the one I want for Valentine's. Can I request?
Oh, sure, sure. I would say absolutely.
I
Do you think I
just-
should make her one and she should make me one?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do that.
All
These are
right.
so fast. We can make a couple, right?
Yeah, this is the one that your Aunt Judy, I gave her to make first whenever she retired. And she called me the day that she decided to make it. She called me in the evening and she said, I made my first quilt in 6 hours. Is that normal? So,
Good. And this
yeah.
is a fast pattern.
It's a
so
super fast
awesome.
one. Oh.
So the kit number on this is 8022025. It is called Love Note, and the pattern is So Quick from our book Quilt Favorites, which is a downloadable book. It's also available as an individual pattern.
I love it. Okay, now this one is, right now it's probably snowing everywhere, except for Texas, thankfully. But it's a great pattern. It's called Pretty Simple, and Pretty Simple got its name because it was so easy to write and it's equally easy to make. And it can show off 2 nice focus prints if you want. Some of my quilts kind of lend themselves to the focus fabric being 2 in a quilt, where others it's better to have that lighter color that's going to make your design pop. And then we sashed it with the red. So let's put this up here. And you know, we don't necessarily pick out which quilts each of us are going to show, but obviously this one is me because I love clothes.
Yep, I love to shop. So if our loves in life are not only wonderful people, but they're activities as well.
Yes. Now I have to admit, I don't buy a lot of purses, but my sweet darling husband said, I've never known anybody that has so many shoes. And then I wear my same boots over and over again.
Yep.
But it's just the concept of the having, I think.
Yep.
Okay, so the focus fabric is going to be the purses and the shoes. It's just so cute, cute, cute. And that's going to go in the number 1 spot. And then we've got the exact same focus fabric in the light.
Oh, look at that little bag with the poodle on it. That's so
Oh,
cute.
That's so cute. And don't you love it when people do cool things like put a little
Yes.
scarf on their purse or something?
Yes.
So here's our number 2. It's going to go here. And when you do that, anytime you design with 2 big focus prints, it's really good to separate them with a high contrast, because then you can focus and you can focus, and it just gives you that little resting place for your eye.
Good
So
tip.
it's still a busy fabric, but there's such good high contrast that you'll be able to see each one. So this is absolutely an adorable quilt, and it is definitely in the running for what I would like to have. So it's 8021606. Shopping Spree. Pretty Simple is the name of the pattern, and Quilt Favorites is the book that pattern is in.
Wonderful. Now, next we have 9+1. Now, is this not just epitome of sweet treats and yumminess for Valentine's? I just love it. But once again, a really, really fast quilt to make, a nice square here, and then just a simple 9 patch to set it off. Just makes it really interesting and a lot of fun. Let's look at the fabric kit on that by putting it on the table. And we've got some fun fabric for you here. This really fun tossed heart here is just great. And you know what I really like about this? It has just a little bit of a metallic gold on some of the hearts.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it kind of gives you a little bit of shine to the fabric, which I love. Now this fabric will go in the larger block here, and then our number 2 fabric. Now you take how you choose your 1, 2, 3s, you take your focus out of the equation, and then you compare the remaining 2. The lightest of the remaining will be your number 2, and the darkest will be your number 3.
And I love the swirls. That's
This
cool.
is so much fun. And so you'll have your red and pink checkers here for your
Oh,
9
cute.
patch, and the pink will be on the border, and then your hearts in the big block here.
That's
so
great.
sweet.
Now, I peeked at what the name of this one is. It's Candy Hearts. And I still remember in the 2nd grade, Mike Bullard gave me those little candy hearts in my Valentine's box. And I was in love.
All the little ones that said, "Be mine." And
Yes.
That's so great. I still remember those.
Yes.
So the kit number for this is 8022024, and it is called Candy Hearts. And the pattern is 9+1, which is available in the Quilts for Kids book or as an individual pattern.
Awesome. Okay, well, the one that we're going to show next is called Candy Stripe. So we're on a candy kick here today. Well, what else for Valentine's? I love this one, and when I did it, it just reminded me of the stripe on a candy cane that's going around and around. And I love this particular quilt because you can really show off some pretty fabric in the number 3 spot on that border. So let's put that up here, and we have some gorgeous batiks to show. And when you're working with your fabrics, like Fran was just saying, and you're picking out which fabric goes where, this is going to be your choice. What do you want in the focus? The focus is going to be right here, and I chose this one for my focus fabric here. And then look at this cute pink heart. See those little hearts? That is
that.
so cute. Very kind of free-flowing hearts.
Yes.
And that's our number 2, so it's going to be these 2. We wanted that contrast there, but also the way the pinks show up in the background on that batik. And then to tie it all together, we have this one out here in the border. So this is a good pattern that you can put lots of lots of colors and lots of prints in there.
And I love the batik with the blue. That
Isn't
just
that
is
gorgeous?
striking. Yes.
Yeah. This is going to be very, very pretty. And this one, here's my trip. Romantic getaway.
That's what I want for Valentine's.
I remember one year at Valentine's, we were going to go on a wine tasting tour, which we don't really have that many vineyards here in Texas. At the time we didn't. But we got up Valentine's morning and we had 6 inches of snow on the ground, which is very unusual. And it was so sweet because we called the hotels, because we had a couple of hotel stops, and they were so kind, and they said, "We understand. because you don't go anywhere in Texas whenever it snows.
No.
We don't have snow plows. I think maybe Tyler has a plow thing that they put on the front of a truck, and maybe one.
It just gives us a reason to sit home by the fire.
Okay, so we have 8022027, Romantic Getaway. Candy Stripe is the pattern, and this one is not available in any book. It's a standalone pattern. Okay. So that one, I get my chocolate and my flowers and my Romantic Getaway.
Oh, and so the next quilt here is called Roman Holiday. So, we could go to Italy maybe. This is wonderful. I love this quilt, and it's just so much fun with the movement here with this block. And then, of course, another big block, which makes it super, super fast to put together. So let's look at the fabric on this one. And so romantic.
I love that fabric.
Just so romantic. And it's, the black and white with the red is really striking. Mm-hmm. It really is. And I like that it's got that high contrast so that you can really see the pattern in the quilt block, which I love. So our focus fabric is the black and the white, and it'll go in your larger block here. And our number 2, perfectly coordinated in print here, is this wonderful white with the swirl, which will be the background, and just a little bit of border here. And then our red, which is just yummy. That'll be in this pieced block as well as on the border. Just love it.
Love it.
And I can see sitting in a lounge chair in a nice, high-end hotel, some resort somewhere, sipping a little nice glass of wine.
Well, we can make this a great Roman holiday.
That's right. So the kit number on this one is 8020505. The name of the kit is Roman Holiday, and the pattern is Roman Holiday, available as Quick in the Wink, or an alternate pattern is Puzzle Me This.
And it's so much fun that you can use any 3 yards for any one of our patterns. So if we show you a pattern you already have, remember you can get the fabric and put it in some other pattern.
That's true.
Yeah.
Good point.
Now this is a great one. It's called Tic Tac. And Tic Tac is another one that will show 2 large focus fabrics if you would like. And those would be alternated. And once again, we've separated that with a sashing that gives you a place to rest your eyes whenever you're looking at it. It's just a little trick to design that you want to always look for so that you can really enjoy the focus fabrics. And that one is very bold with a great cafe fabric, but we selected this one with the 2 of the hearts. So this one is going to be in the number 1 spot here. And then the lighter of the 2 goes here. And one reason I chose to put the number 2 spot being the lighter here is because I designed it so you'd have a little light touch to break up the sashing.
Very nice.
So that was a very deliberate decision on my part. And then look at this yummy raspberry color. And that's going to be the sashing on this with these in the little corner.
Love it.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. And another little trivia thing is that this pattern was inspired by Robert.
Oh.
Yeah, he's always giving me suggestions about everything I do in life. And sometimes I take his suggestions, and he sketched this out on a piece of paper, and he said, "Can you design one like this?" And I said, "Sure." And he named it Tic Tac, and he just gave me the idea sketched on a little notepad.
So you know what else is another kind of little trivia tip? Mm-hmm. I actually made that quilt.
Oh, I remember you did make this model.
I just
That's
loved
right.
that fabric, and I made that model for us. So
And
it was fun. It's so easy.
It looks so good in her living room, too. So here we go. We have kit number 8021793. Love Filled. Tic Tac is your pattern. Easy Peasy is the book that pattern is in. So be sure to keep in mind that if you buy 3 kits, you can get a book free. If you buy 1 kit, you get 1 pattern free. So you get to choose whether you would have individual patterns or the book when you buy 3.
That's wonderful. And we have all of these books available.
That would be a nice Valentine's gift.
Oh, the book bundle. That would be a great Valentine's gift. So how many books do we have here?
10.
10. That is so amazing. That is
It is
awesome.
amazing.
So 10 books. Check out that book bundle online. And if you've enjoyed this video,
Be sure to subscribe and click the little bell so that you'll get notification.
and leave us a little note. What would you like to have for Valentine's this year?
So it's Donna Robertson.
And Fran Morgan.
Have a great evening.